All right. Ah. Ah, shit. Just fucking jump. There you go. What the fuck? Oh, fucking crashes, man. This game just crashes way too much. Yo, Dennis, what's up, man? Hope you're good. Happy New Year. Hope you had a good Christmas, too. Where's this last guy? Happy New Year, man. Yeah, Christmas was better for me. Don't feel New Year's Eve. What about you? Same thing. Like, I really enjoyed, I think Christmas was amazing. New Year's, I don't know. I'm getting too old for that. I don't know. I just don't enjoy it. Especially where, you know, like I don't know how it is in Germany, Dennis, but here in Denmark, like, fireworks are legal, so it's just like, it's like bombs exploding all over the place, and it just gets really out of hand every year. And I don't like that. I just don't like, you know, the noise and the whole, yeah, it's a bit too much for me. Yeah, same here. Yeah, that's also what I thought. Germany and Denmark are very alike, I think, in many ways. When it comes to policies and all that stuff. Any nice presents for Christmas? Thank you. What? Can you... Fucking hell, man. Oh, it was terrible. Alright, next. Let's go. Did you play Baldur's Gate 3? I played Baldur's Gate 3 when it came out a few years ago. Wasn't really for me. I'm not that much of a turn-based guy. And Happy New Year's, Messenger, by the way. Yes. How could I welcome you in without wishing you a Happy New Year? That's so rude of me. But yeah, BG3. I understand the love behind it, why people love it so much, and but it just wasn't for me, man. I got bored. But that's just because I'm not a turn-based strategy guy or RPG. I like action RPGs, like I play, or I've played quite a lot of Diablo 2. And so I like that type of RPG, but the turn-based RPG thing, that's just not for me. What hit me? Okay. Can you? Hey, Mortal Slayer, how are you? Hey, man, Happy New Year. I'm good, how are you? Good to have you on. Right, shield. Can you? Thank you. Ah, fuck. Missed it. No, what? Oh my god, man. Okay. That was absolutely... Oh, this is not my day. GG's. Yeah. Sometimes this game has its bullshit moments, that's for sure. But I mean, it's still early on, so thankfully it's not that bad. I try to get into Baldur's Gate. Yes, it's a slow game with a very tactical combat system. Yeah, it's a very deep game for sure. And you know, like it's when it comes to the story elements, they can go so many different ways, which is amazing. So there's also a lot of potential for replay value and all that. You know, for replaying the game because there's so much to see. But I don't know. It's too big of a game for me. I think that's what it is. If I was a teenager again and I had like all this time on my hands, I would probably play something like that, but I just I get intimidated by it, you know? Can you... But you can really get lost in the game for sure in a good way. Yeah, it is like it's just like it's a huge game. It's a massive game, right? But I think I just got intimidated by how big it is. But I just think, you know, it's one of those games if you have a lot of time on your hands, you know, like if you're a student or whatever and you know you're on holiday for a few months or whatever, you know, like then that's amazing. But for somebody like me who doesn't have a lot of spare time, it's just a bit too, yeah, it's too much of an investment, you know? Yeah, it's very relatable. I see it as a long-time project. Yeah, for sure. Like, that game will last you, like, a lifetime. And this 130 damage to player. You die from nothing. It's incredible. Well, nice slip there. What's the jump with the jump over the cliff? Yeah. I know. I do that a lot. Because, not a big fan of going through that tunnel full of fodder. I think it's very, I don't know, very repetitive. Okay. Man, this game, like 300% damage to player, it's something else. Can you fucking die? What the fuck is hitting me? Yeah, it's brutal, for sure it is. It's really, it's funny because, like, off stream, I've gotten to, like, in one go, like, I tried it out the first time. I did low parry, 300% damage to player, and 150 speed. I did that off stream for the first time, and I just went up to, I think I died at City of Royale, so I got super far. And I didn't really feel like it was that hard. And now all of a sudden, you know, yeah, it's funny. This game can really... It's a game you have to respect. Dark Ages, that's for sure, because, like, you could just die from nothing. Yeah, that's insane. I know, right? It's like, you know, and as soon as I have people watching me play, then all of a sudden I get a bit more self-conscious and I make mistakes, right? That's classic. Performance anxiety. Every time I see someone play Dark Ages, I want to play too. Yeah, it's such a... I don't know, it's... like, these days, I'd rather play Dark Ages than Eternal. I think it could be an age thing, because I'm getting older, and, you know, like... I don't want to stress while I play as much. But it's really, I don't know, I think it's one of those really underrated games, you know? Yeah, I guess that's a problem with UN and streaming, I guess. But if you got too much into your head, it can get tricky. Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, UN is... Doesn't matter which difficulty you play on, UN, if you're streaming, is always going to be more challenging because you have to keep an eye on what people... You know, you have to... You can't focus 100% on the game, right? So, because you have to keep track of what people are saying, and you're also talking at the same time, so you're distracted, for sure. Just don't think about your mortality. Yeah, that's the trickiest thing to do when you're playing Ultra Nightmare, because your mortality means game over, right? I think the worst thing early game, Stone Imps, they always catch you off guard. They're such an annoyance. That's what I like about Doom games on higher difficulty. You really have to lock in. Yeah, 100%. I mean, in this game, in Eternal, especially, you really have to focus. You can't just mess around. 2016 is a bit of a, it's a simpler game, so you can mess around a bit more. 2016 is just like, to me, is like, the difficulty is basically imps because they can just one-shot you, which is retarded. And then you get to the late game, and then it's just a cakewalk because you have everything upgraded and all. You know, it's just, that's a game that's poorly balanced, I think. Unfortunately, I wish it wasn't, but it is. The imps in 2016 are just terrible. Yeah, I know. And you know what's really funny is that I remember that they initially they didn't do a lot of damage. I mean, they just did a normal amount of damage for imps, as them should do. And then they actually patched those one-shot imp fireballs in, which makes no sense. I thought it was like a an oversight, but it wasn't. And that to me is just, it's just crazy. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking there. Alright, let's hope that the enemy placements are a bit more forgiving this time. Can you stop moving? Thank you. Oh, you fucking... The way those guys just like, they claw you in the face. And that's it. You're almost dead. When 2016 came out, I started playing on lower difficulty. When Eternal came out, I really dig the new Doom games. Started playing them on Nightmare UN. Yeah, like... Especially Nightmare, I think. That's the way you're supposed to play them. Ultra Nightmare, I think there are some balancing issues, especially 2016. But like Eternal does Ultra Nightmare way better. But in this game, even better, actually. But yeah, 2016, the balancing for Ultra Nightmare is just, it's terrible. It's absolutely atrocious. I can't go lower than Nightmare... me neither. I can't even go lower than 150 speed on this game. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Oops. Man, see this kind of bullshit, like... There you go. Alright, next section. Everybody's favorite section in the game. Yeah, GG. Not quite yet, bro. I have to get to the end before you tell me that, but yeah, if it's a GG on for Hebeth, then yeah. Even this level now, I can die. Just stupidly on a, like on a one-shot. Like these guys, like they're cooked. All right. So dumb how they've added a ton of guys here. See, like, what the fuck was that? He took me from like 1,000 to 250 health on one shot. Like... What? Retarded. You really can see the Pacific Rim influence for the alley. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's also clear like Hugo Martin worked on Pacific Rim, so that makes sense. Aww. Don't get too greedy. Yeah, that was my big mistake. But as far as I know, Hugo Martin worked on Pacific Rim in the movie. Yeah, that's it. That's what I said. Yeah, he did. He worked as a digital artist, I think. Some sort of... He did indeed, so that's pretty cool. So I could clearly sense the inspiration here. It's so clear. I'm just not sure if it fits in a Doom game, you know? That's my only concern. I'm not super sold on it. But everything Hugo Martin does, like, I love what he's done to the modern Doom franchise. I think it's so good. He's really done a good job there. he's modernized it without going too far, you know? Yes, great guy. As far as I can tell, I always watch the community streams where he plays his own games. Yeah, I love it. Yes, same thing. I really, I think I've watched all of his. Back when he was streaming Eternal, I've watched basically all of those, and now I'm still like, I've actually never missed a single one of his recent ones. Like sometimes I'm at work and I'm just taking a little break and I just put those on in the background. I really love it. What? Oh, come on. Thank you. That's not what I want to do. That's okay. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm not even... Fucking hell, man. Sometimes, you know, when you're really stuck in these little tight spaces and then you have these projectiles, you're trying to dodge them, and oh my god. Alright. Way too many of these guys. Yes, so it's very immobile in this game, yeah. Dashing... Yeah, dashing made left-right movement way faster. Yeah, for sure. Like in Eternal, like you had way more movement than here. That's for sure. That's... Zach, what's up? Got an extra viewer. Amazing. Thanks, Zach. Good to have you on. Happy New Year. Yes, you can turn fast, but you can walk fast from left to right if that makes sense. Yeah. Like strafing is also way more of a mechanic in this game, right? For to avoid projectiles. That's the whole thing. So it's very classic Doom in that sense. It feels a lot more like a bullet hell kind of game. There you go. They completely revamped movement from Eternal to Dark Ages. Yeah, they definitely did. And it's not in a bad way. Like, I kind of like... Eternal is a very sweaty game. You know what I mean? You really have to... Sometimes, when I play a lot of Eternal, I get, like, shoulder and elbow issues, This game is great, and, and you feel as powerful. And it's a lot simpler. But you still feel like, still feel like a badass playing it, right? And there's also a lot to learn, to be honest. Like, it's not a, especially if you want to complete this game on Ultra Nightmare, you really have to know what you're doing, right? So I definitely, I've never understood the hate the game gets. As somebody like me who really loves Eternal, like... I should be, I should be very critical of it, but I'm not. But a lot of people who love Eternal are critical of it. I mean, Eternal is still my favorite game of all time, probably. One of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite. But I mean, this game is still... It holds up very well. So... I'm just playing Eternal at 3 a.m. when I'm supposed to sleep 6 hours ago. Yeah, Eternal, there's like glitches and some of it's crazy. Yeah, like Eternal, like when you watch somebody playing like really high level Eternal, they're playing that way because the game is glitchy as fuck, right? Like half of the stuff that they do, you're not supposed to be doing. It's something that they figured out, right? That the community figured out. It's exploits, basically, right? And in this game, there's not a lot of, like, I think they've really tightened a lot of stuff up so that people don't find as many exploits. Like, this game doesn't have, I can't think of a lot of exploits, To really, to really increase DPS and all these things. So you're a lot more, you have to play the game on its rules, On its own terms. What do I go? Yeah, I think I go for this. Yes. Come on, do your thing, bro. Open up. Ah. Man, those acid puddles, they really kick your ass. this fight. Bro. Come on. I've done this fight a million times. Why is it being so hard on me? Jesus Christ. That took forever. Yeah, they made the game so it's very hard to do the exploits, which is good because you can get the full experience. Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I mean, you're playing the game, it's the way it's supposed to be played, right? I think, I swear that first Vagary on UN really is frustrating. It is, man. It is. Like, it's especially when you're on 130. So the problem, you know, the thing with 300 damage to player is that obviously damage is way higher to you, you know, but also the damage, what that does is that it breaks your shield way faster. So in, you know, in a situation like this, for example, where I really need my shield to be up at all times, it just like, I just lose it all the time because like the Vagary will throw loads of projectiles that are very close to each other, right? So if you parry a green one that's next to a red one, it'll automatically still break your shield, which is so dumb, right? But that's the disadvantage of, that's the problem when you're playing on these sliders I'm playing on. It's fucking hard. Yeah, so this is an idea I had a while back. Give yourself the BFG. Yeah. Well, that for sure will make the game way easier. The answer to all problems, yeah, the BFG definitely is. I'm just not a fan of, like, I just never use it. I hate using the BFG. I like the idea of it, but I just find it so boring. I don't know, it's really a panic button kind of thing, right? The thing is, the ammo in Eternal, you can't find it, yeah. When you're 1 health, yeah, exactly. Oh, this cancer fight right here. You can't just shoot a hole in the... Yeah, oh man, that line, that's a classic. The other classic line from Eternal is, the longer the icon of Sin is on Earth, the stronger he becomes, right? That's also an amazing one-liner from Eternal, and he repeats that over and over and over again. It's so funny. I think Hugo regrets having that in there. They should add cheat codes. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that actually. Well, yeah, there he is, this guy. I'm really surprised they haven't added cheat codes. I mean, I would never use them, but I think it's cool for people who really want to have a good time, you know. Everyone else, you can't shoot a hole in Mars. Me shoots a hole in Mars. Yeah. Or master levels. Imagine master levels. Those are coming. Those are coming for sure. I'm guessing they're going to come with the DLC. The upcoming DLC that's probably coming out. I don't know, like in a couple months. Whoa! My screen turned off for a sec there. That was fucking crazy. Okay. No, that's the, yeah. There you go. Master levels 500 Macubus. Master levels will come at. You think master levels will come after the DLC? Okay. I would think. I don't know. Like, I think, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was expecting them maybe to come as part of the pack, like new campaign and master levels. I don't know. Might be with or after DLC, late November. Late November. And you heard also. Did you say what I heard about? Yeah, March. Yeah, March is for March is probably going to be for the DLC for the actual DLC campaign, right? Though it hasn't been announced yet, but I'm really hoping for March. That would be great. Where did you hear about March? Like, is that a rumor or is that something that you heard somewhere? Because I would love for it to be March. Apparently DLC was from like June, I think, but got delayed. Wait, are you saying that the DLC was supposed to come out in June, but it was delayed to November? Because if that's the case, my god. Is that what you're saying? I really hope not. That's a long time to wait for a DLC. That's like a year and a half after release of the base game. That's a long time to wait. Earlier the better, yeah. I mean, I feel already like having to wait so long already is, you know, for a DLC, like, I don't know. I understand that's gonna take them forever because, like, you know, Dark Ages is it's very open. So there's a lot of, you know, mapping to do and all that, so I just don't hope it's gonna take them, yeah, too long. Because also, you know, they also might lose players doing that, right? Like people, you know. Yeah, thank you. Now I'm waiting for Dark Ages to download. Is it your first time? Have you not played it before, Zach? Is it your first time playing it? Man, I hope not. I guess the DLC is coming in March because it was the same for Doom Eternal. Imagine you have to wait a whole year for DLC. That's not lucrative for it. No, it's not. I just played Doom Eternal for 2 years. Okay, so did you find out about my channel from the Eternal videos or the Dark Ages videos? I'm just curious. Just trying to figure out the algorithm. I just scrolled and found you. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, because I started off this channel playing a lot of Eternal initially, so I was just wondering. I told you to go. Oh, fuck. My YouTube is messed up. It's hard finding good content. It depends what you're looking for, right? If you're looking for really big channels, you know, with a huge following, you know, who basically don't pay attention to you because there's so many people in chat, then I understand. Yeah, if that's what you're. What's good about small channels is that, you know, we really we're so small that we can really pay attention to what, you know, the community is saying and all that. Because like big channels, you just get lost, which like whatever you say gets lost in the noise, you know? Sometimes small channels is better. Small, yeah. Should I just go with... No, don't go with Ultra... No. So Ultra Nightmare, so just so you know, Zach... Yeah, I mean, you played Eternal, so you know what Ultra Nightmare is. But, no, don't go with Ultra Nightmare. If you played a lot of Eternal, start off with Nightmare, and then just, you know, get to understand the game, because, you know, they're, like, the mechanics are new, so it has, you know, you have to get used to that. And then once you're really comfortable with Nightmare, then move on to Ultra Nightmare. And maybe I would recommend you to start off with 150% speed, because if you're an Ultra Nightmare player like I am and like things to go quick, then I would definitely recommend you playing the game on 150 speed. It's way faster and more, you know. If you play the game, the default speed is just it's too slow, in my opinion. Especially if you're used to playing Eternal. Yeah, I'm already used to fast pay. Yeah, in that case, go with 150 speed. When you mess with the sliders, go with 150 speed. So because I played every game with the fastest setting possible. Yo! Hey! Hey JJ, what's up, man? I see you're pretty fly for a white guy. Happy New Year, bro. Good to have you on. If you want fast pace, there's a mod I think that makes it 1000% faster, which is cursed. Yeah, nah, that's not 150 speed is more than enough, trust me. Sometimes I can barely understand what's happening around me, you know? So JJ, are you gonna go? Are you gonna go with Dark Ages or Eternal then? For your Doom game streams. Ouch. Eternal, okay. What do you prefer, Dark Ages Ultra, Nightmare, or Elden Ring? What do you mean? What do I prefer, Dark Ages Ultra, Nightmare, or Elden Ring? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I mean, if I prefer... If you ask me whether I prefer Dark Ages or Elden Ring, then Dark Ages definitely. Elden Ring is great, and I've really enjoyed my time with it, and I played a lot of it. I'm just not a huge Souls guy. Combat based, yeah, definitely Dark Ages, 100%. I'm not a big like Souls games. I think they're great. I think they're masterpieces in their own ways, and I understand that they have a huge audience, but they're just not really for me. Let me just check if I have everything I need here. Yeah, we're good. I know there's a shotgunners around here somewhere. Ah, man, come on. Go. Yeah, my internet crashed. Oh, damn. Okay. No, but I was saying that, yeah, between the combat in Eternal versus, the combat in Dark Ages versus Elden Ring, I prefer Dark Ages because I'm just not a huge, Souls guy. I like Souls games, but I'm not a huge fan. Like, some people are diehard Souls fans. I'm just not, right? I feel like Dark Ages made the cutscenes more traumatizing. They're way more, they're very explicit, right? With the gore and all that. Actually, Eternal was too, right? 2016 didn't have a lot of cutscenes. Alright. Funnily enough, this is one of my favorite levels. It's huge and it takes forever to do if you don't know how to route it, but I I love this level. Can you stop with your shield? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, compared to Eternal, didn't you also get to get on the Titan? Yeah, you're on the Atlan, you know, which is a huge mech. Come on, man. These guys have gotten so weird. They take forever to shoot now. It's so funny. They're bugging out. Awesome. Zombies are so wonky as fuck. Yeah, they are. And they can kill you as well. Compared to Eternal, zombies, like fodder in general, does no damage in Eternal. In this game, get ready to die to fodder. They kick your ass in this game. And that's why I kind of don't get people who say that this game is easier than Eternal, because in a lot of ways, like, I mean, I've had a harder time completing this on Ultra Nightmare compared to Eternal, I can tell you that. Because it's, number one, it's a very long game. And number two, like, things hit you a lot harder, you know? Like... But yeah, heavy in this game is like 3 times tougher than Eternal. Yeah, with the numbers, there are many more. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's a lot more to be aware of in this game, right? You really have to be, very aware of your surroundings. But like, to me, the biggest difference, like, when it comes to like enemies and damage, it's definitely the fodder do a lot of damage. Come on. Like, fodder are deadly in this game. And if you play this game like Eternal, you will die, I can tell you that. And your action needs to be, like, faster. In Eternal, there's only the Marauder you need to parry. Now Dark Age is pretty much all of them. Yeah, Dark Ages now, you really have to... Yeah, it's parrying, it's understanding which weapon... I mean, like Eternal, which weapon does the most damage to who and when. Yeah, you really have to be super aware. And also, like, getting your resources back is way easier in Eternal. Ah, fuck. Because of all the... Yeah, the barrels also, like, there's no... in Eternal, for example, you had an upgrade that prevents damage from barrels. And even an upgrade that gives you ammo back after you destroy barrels. In this game, you have no protection, right? So barrels are super, super, you know... I've had barrels in my Ultra Nightmare ones, right? So, yeah. When Eternal is a bit more based on instinct and, you know, understanding quick swap combos and, you know, which one to use when and managing ammo and all that, this game is a lot more about planning and strategy, right? Where I feel it is, at least. I'm just doing this for an upgrade. How goes the Parry? So far, pretty good, man. Night Trap, how's it going? And Happy New Year, by the way. Good to have you on, man. Hope you had a good. Hope you enjoyed your time off. All right, so this is where I go. Shotgun. Jesus Christ. going good. Okay, now you have to start another UN because of you. How about you? Yeah, Night Trap went pretty well. Christmas went very well. New Year's was good too, but where I live, New Year's is crazy because of all the fireworks and all that, and I just got a bit tired of all the noise. Oh, come on. But other than that, pretty good. What? Again? Come on. Awesome stream as usual. I have to run Gabriela and green screen checks to do. Okay, cool, bro. Like I'll catch you on your next stream probably as well. It's just such a fun game. Recently I've been playing this game, Bloodborne. It's fun. Dude, this game, Bloodborne. This game. Have you heard of this game, Club? Yeah, I mean, come on. That game is just like, oh, it's so good. That game had an impact on me. I can tell you that. That game changed me. Such a crazy game. So impressive. I can't believe they haven't remade it. As in, you know, remastered it for modern consoles and PCs, right? I can't believe they haven't done that. That's a gold mine right there. Just imagine the sales from that game. It's therapy to us men. Yeah, exactly. It is. 100%. It really is. Speaking of such, I feel like there's not much of a want for new games. No, there's not. Like, the only game I've seriously been looking forward to, that's DLC for this game. And that's about it. Like, I'm not, nothing else that's on my radar. I really couldn't care less. Yeah, I don't know, like, I feel like the industry has taken a wrong turn. The gaming industry, I think, I don't know. It's headed in the wrong direction. Yeah, somehow Doom just satisfies us. Yeah, old games are just better. Yeah, but I agree. Like, especially, you know, like I'm a millennial, you know, so like I'm in my late 30s. So and my favorite games, I mean, except for Eternal and probably this game as well, which I really enjoy. Like most of my favorite games are old games. So it's yeah. Like everyone has their games, like they like and play. There's also tons of people with large catalogs they've yet to play. Yeah, for sure. Like I'm not one of those people. I don't buy a shit ton of games. I buy one game and then I commit to it for I don't know how long, and then once I get tired of it, I move on to something else. What about a BF6? So I wanted to buy a BF6, and then when I saw all the things I had to do to my BIOS to make it to make it run, I was just like, no, I'm not gonna get that. Just I wasn't a big fan of seeing that. So personally just play older games like Doom, Quake, Hexen. Yeah, those are great. Hexen, man, I really want to get onto the Heretic Hexen remaster. I've been wanting to get that. I played a Heretic quite a bit back in the day when I was younger. So yeah, we need more things like Doom, something that can compete. There's nothing that can really reach the same type of adrenaline pumping gameplay. No, there's not. I mean, one game that came close to me that released last year was Space Marine 2. When you play, especially the co-op, I think that's a pretty decent game. And what a surprise! Oh, that's annoying. Look at that. 200 gold. I'm on 199. That's fucking that's like that is brutal right there. Oh god. Is there not a single coin somewhere I can find that's laying around before I start the new? Yeah, fuck it. I'll just head here first. Especially Doom, though. There's so much community content that there's really nothing to ask for, as it probably already exists. Yeah, except for Dark Ages, though. For Dark Ages, we have yet to get modded content. You know what I mean? Like, we've had, like, you know, obviously we have Kybes mod, things like that. Like, but that's more of a quality of life thing. But actual, like, I'm waiting for modded master levels for Dark Ages. I think that those are going to be awesome. Those are going to be really cool, I think. Space Marine 2 is great, but come on, Doom is levels. Yeah. I'm not saying it was equally good. I was saying that the only thing that came close to me was Space Marine 2. Like, Doom it's a gameplay loop that I haven't been able to find anywhere else, and I've tried, you know? Ultra Kill is something that, you know, most people who love Eternal will recommend, because it's a movement shooter and all that. I just didn't connect with it that well. It didn't work for me. Wait, what about multiplayer? Yeah, I was talking about Space Marine 2, right? It has an awesome co-op feature, multiplayer feature, and I think that to me was very enjoyable in terms of engaging gameplay. Yeah, I meant Doom 1 community content. Okay, yes. No, that's true. Yeah, if you're talking about the classic Doom stuff, then I completely agree with you. Oh, come on, you were dead. Man, this game. See how fodder is such... They're so deadly here, right? There you go. Yeah, and to like classic, yeah, so never play Doom's arcades is on your Mac. No, forget about it. That's not gonna happen. I love Doom 20. I loved Doom 64. I didn't play it back in the days, but I played it a few years ago. It was great. Consider to get a PC just for all the Doom game mods. Yeah, you should. I mean, Doom. I think Doom is supposed to be played on PC either way, right? I think that's the, especially the modern titles. Those have to be played on PC. Dude, the fathers are doing more damage than the heavy demons. What the fuck doing? Yeah, heavy demons are usually easier to dodge. That's why. Yeah. Fodder is super. They're under. You underestimate how much damage they do in this game for sure. So that's why I said earlier, like if you play this game like Eternal, you'll get your ass kicked because an Eternal fodder are a fucking joke, right? They're just like they're resource replenishment basically. Sometimes fodder they blend in the background. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go to sleep because it's Monday. Yeah, no worries, bro. Take care, Zach. Speak soon, and yeah. Hope you yeah. Hope you had a good holiday. So yeah. Speak soon. Yeah. See ya. Always dash into fodder groups to make quick process. Yeah, exactly. I have to wake up in 2 hours. Oh shit, yeah. Oh no, I have holidays. Well, always take 3 weeks in December. Yeah. When do you think the DLC will come out? So there's a difference. I hope it comes out in March. But I have a feeling it's not going to be till like maybe summertime. Like May, June or so. Yeah, Happy New Year, Zach. Take care. But I hope it comes out sooner than later because it's the only game, or rather, content I'm looking forward to. At the moment, there's nothing else that really... Ah, come on, man. There's nothing else that really piques my interest right now. Alright, bit of treasure hunting here to get more gold and stuff. There you go. It has to come out soon. I'm certain of it. If they wait till November until they release Never. No. Like it's not gonna be. It's not gonna release in November next year. That's for sure. I think if you heard somewhere that we're getting something in November, I'm guessing it's because it's just gonna be like extra content, like master levels or Repertorium 3.0 or something like that. But I think if we are getting, have I done all the? Yeah. If we are getting, if it's for DLC, it's definitely gonna be either in March or latest May, June. So you played my map off stream or now? No. Like I played it. Like last time I told you, right? I played it a bit. But then it's like something else caught my attention and I had to move on from it. But like I will get back to it. That's a promise. You have my word. I'll get back to it. But let's see if I do not stream or not. I'm not sure about that yet. But right now, like I'm not feeling up for classic Doom at the moment. Oh no, he's gonna hit me, isn't he? Come on. Fucking hell. If this guy hits you once, you're dead. So it's super tense if you make a mistake here. Come on, blow up. There you go. Yeah, I see. You're not playing with your turret mod. No, like so. I used to play with the what's it called? Oh man, are they gonna come out here? Gonna take care of these guys first, and then I'll get back to what I was saying. So I used to play with the Prote Streamline mod, and that skips a lot of unnecessary clutter, like the mech sections, the swimming sections, stuff like that, right? And the turret sections as well, like it speeds them up immensely. But that's not something, it doesn't work anymore because like the game has been updated since. And unfortunately I can't really, yeah. There's no other way to do this. Unfortunately I have to play the mech sections, the turret sections, I have to play those. So that kind of sucks. Yeah. So he hasn't, so Prote, the modder, hasn't updated it since the new update. So that puts it in a bad place, right? Man, on 300% damage to player, you die from nothing. I mean, it is insane. So you have to play the game as intended. That's annoying. No, I like playing the game as intended. I just want to skip things that I dislike about the game, and those include the. Yeah, I mean, I dislike them and they're unnecessary in my opinion. So, yeah. You may call it cheating, but I don't think it is, because those sections are very easy, they're unnecessary, they're just like, they're filler, you know? Ah, fuck. Wait, I'm just gonna get some armor here because I'm a bit low, and for this next part, it's not very good. Well, you played the new Control game. I found Control had to be very interesting. Yeah, I mean, I know about Control, but I've never... No. I just don't think it's my type of game. But I know of it. And I've just... I found Control to be very, it's a cheating, whether necessary or not. It alters the intended gameplay to make things easier, which is defines cheating is fine. Nah, yeah, true. If you look at it that way, that's true. You're right about that. I can't argue. I think it's just me just being, you know, like certain aspects of the game not being very fun for me, so I just skim I just skip the unfun parts because I find, you know, like anybody who enjoys Doom, I think you prefer playing as Slayer, boots on ground, right? So, all right, this next arena here, things can get fucking insane. Okay. Go. You see, it balanced things out if you modify the game to make it harder as well. Well, I do. That's what I did, actually. Like, I'm playing on... If you look at the sliders right now I'm playing on, I've altered 3 settings that make the game harder. I made it go faster, I've made enemies hit me harder, and a low parry window. So that technically makes the game... That's technically balancing things out, right? Okay, what can I do here as well? Can I do this maybe? Nah, just do that later. Vidaz, the deleter. Yeah, that's what happens when you play a game for I don't know how many hundreds of hours on repeat. Everything has gone in seconds. This is peak gameplay for sure. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Like that's why I try to, you know, like I'm not, you know, I'm doing this obviously to have fun as well, but also to entertain you guys as much as I can. I use as many of Ragnatrons Dark Ages in my Doom map set. Yeah, I know that. I remember you love the Ragnatrons. I had to fight 3 of them in one map of yours. I remember that. One of the first 2. I don't remember which one it was. Okay. Alright, this next part here, I have to lock in. Nobody has, I mean, unintentional difficulty, like 200% speed or something. Huh, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do this on 200 speed. That's just brutal. That is brutal. I swear I never watch gameplays, but you make it very interesting for sure, learning by watching. Okay, that's cool, man. That's good to know. I mean, it's good to know. That means I'm doing something right. So that's good. I'm just not sure how far I'm going to go here, because... First time I go up there to kill him, but I had no other choice. There you go. Almost didn't take any damage. That's pretty good. Just gonna do a bit of a challenge thing here. This is where I died last time, right here. Because those 2 mank spawn right after I take a bit of his health down. So I'm gonna... See, that is exactly what I didn't want. It's so trolly having these 2 guys spawn right there, man. What? What got me? Oh, another one spawns. Okay. Forgot about that. And he spawns again. Jesus. This place is really, they really went, I think they overcompensated in this in that section. Yeah, that was very close for a sec. Yeah, I know, but like it's such a trolly because it's such a trolly place because you have like a cyber demon that you have to fight in a very tight spot already. There you go, challenge done. So you have to fight him in a very tight spot, and then you have 2 manks that spawn right next to him once you take down a bit of his health. And I just find that so... in such a tight space, I think it's so mean. Like, it's so... but it's very id Software, right? To do that kind of shit. And Nitrap, you're very right, progress, because you remember that last time I streamed, I died right there because of that Mancubus. Those 2 Mancubi, I mean. Now I just have to do this part here, which is kind of tricky as well, because I want to get those 2 parries. Good. There you go. 2 challenges done pretty quickly. That's good. What can I do here? Yeah. This part also, man. This can go south. Can you? Oh, damn it. Ooh. See how fodder can really mess you up? Man, I love shock. I love using the cycler. Oops, that's not good. Come on, die. Thank you. What's wrong about that? Don't you like when you struggle? I like struggling, I just don't like starting over and over again. That's the only thing, right? And I've done this, as you know, I've played this game for I don't know how many hours, and it can become stale sometimes to have to start from scratch over and over, so I love it for that shit. It's so mean, but it challenges your emotional control in some manner. Stay calm in the storm. To say, yeah, so to say, yeah, exactly. Like, they really... And you know, like, it's kind of Souls-like in a way that every challenge can be overcome, right? That's also the, you know, it's philosophy pretty much. They lock you up in a monster closet and they expect you to make it out alive, you know? And I like that. I think it's pretty nice. You chose the challenge. I did indeed. Or did the challenge choose me? That is the question. Yeah, that's what I love about the Souls franchise too. You think this shit is unbeatable until you commit. Yeah, that's for sure. And Souls, you know, as I mentioned earlier, I love Souls games. They're just not my favorite type of game because I can get very frustrated and I can be very, you know, like... They just get me in a bad mood, you know? If I lose over and over again to a boss, I just get, I don't know. But again, I appreciate, like, I've played all of them, and my favorite was by far Bloodborne. Out of all of them. Like real life in a way. You of course want to succeed in Java Sir, so you have to commit. You have to adapt in order to be successful. In a way, yeah, it is. It is. Like life is an ultra nightmare run. You can only die once. You know what I mean? This is a perfect place to use your cycler, just so you know. Alright, I get on Hunter time. Don't you love it when you end up in a group of zombies and they all hit you at the same time? See? My god, man. I ain't risking it. Alright. I'll do one last level here and then I have to leave. At least here in Germany, let me tell you that much. Life, yeah, life doesn't have Archvile, sadly. Love it. Blueberry, go burr. Yeah, that blueberry was. I definitely needed that blueberry. Just gonna do this quickly, just for the challenge. I'm not sure if, you know, one day, like, I'd like to maybe make a video, like a full Ultra Nightmare guide. I'm just not sure if people want that or not. Yeah, so I'm just not sure if that's... I'd like to do, like, just one full video with me guiding through everything, you know, like, to get it done easily, so to speak, on 150 speed, but I don't know. I'm not sure if there's enough people interested in that kind of stuff. I'm not quite sure. They want it. Tell me your secrets. Yeah, I have my tricks here and there. I mean, this is on a harder difficulty because, like, you know, right now I'm doing this on 130. Sorry, 300. Man, there's way too much stuff here. But yeah, like I think if I did a guide, it would be on, you know, 100% speed, and that's it. Everything else default, Ultra Nightmare, right? Because otherwise, I think if it's above that, it's hard to make a guide because the game just gets so hard, and it's gonna be hard by default, you know. So you can't really say how to easily beat Ultra Nightmare. You can't word it that way. Just gonna do this for a challenge. I would be interested in a Nightmare guide. I just beat TDO Nightmare. Yeah, you mean interested in an Ultra Nightmare guide, right? I just beat TDO Nightmare. It took me a while, and I'm going to take a small break from Doom and then go back to try 2016 on Nightmare. Yeah. Man, see how shock in this game is so powerful? Alright, get me the fuck out of here. Thank you. Yeah, Ultra Hammer. Yeah, for sure. Maybe I'll do it once the... Because I think timing has to be good as well. Maybe it'll be good once the DLC comes out. I don't know. No, that's not what I told you to do, bro. No. Oh, that was close. So much fodder here, it's crazy. Like, it's hard to focus on this guy when you have fodder just running all around you. I beat Doom Eternal UN once just for the skin. It was a process over 1 month. Oh yeah, I was unemployed. Oh man, was I I think I may have been 2. I mean, I know. I mean, I beat this game on Ultra Nightmare when I was unemployed. That I can tell you. So I had a like. I just remember like May was amazing because I just had a full. Like month and a half just to play Doom. Right? It was like when it came out. It was like it was so nice. I had nothing else to worry about. God, man, those were good times. Just have to do one little thing here. What the hell happened here? Thank you. I did an Icebox that got me into Doom games. Now I can't find something that competes with modern Doom games. 2016 Nightmare is great too. FPS wise, there's just nothing. Like, yeah, but I agree with you. Like, I completely agree with you. Like, I started off with 2016 as well, and I was late to the party. I think I played it for the first time in 2019 or so. I'm just gonna upgrade a few things here. So yeah, and then I got into Eternal right when it came out, and that was COVID. So that was like being unemployed. You're just at home all the time, right? Alright, now another kind of cancer. That's not good. Is there any health I can grab here? No? Man, fodder. How much health does this guy have? Jesus Christ. He was built like a tank. Smoking and playing Doom is the best. Oh man. Back in the day. I don't do that anymore, but I used to do that a lot when I was younger. Just weed and video games. Good times, man. Yeah, last boss is a complete nightmare in UN. It really is, especially when you're unemployed. Unfortunately, I have a job. All right. Whoops. No. Being unemployed, you know, is fun for a while. You know, like the first couple of months or so. But after that just sucks. Oh shit, man! I did not expect that. That wasn't very good. Completely forgot about that. You know what? I ain't gonna risk it. I'm gonna take an extra. There you go. But you need that at least once in your life, a few years off. Yeah, here in Germany, you have to work 40 years straight to get a decent amount of money in your older years. Yeah, it's the same thing here in Denmark, man. We're neighbors. Same thing here. Played a lot of Warzone in 2020 when I was unemployed, yeah. Never played Warzone, but I know, but a lot of my friends did, and they tried to get me onto it. And I was like, no way. What do I do first here? Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not good. There you go. Yes, unemployment sucks. For real, at the beginning it's great, but later you realize you're here on this world to participate. Yeah, exactly. And you just get stressed out, and then you see the money running out and all that. You're just like, fuck, I need to get to work again. We really are neighbors. I live in Schleswig-Holstein. That's next to Denmark, as you sure know. Yes, I know, indeed. I do know. Cool. I think I'll continue this either tomorrow or, I don't know, after tomorrow or whatever. I'll see when I do. But yeah, gone this far, so that's pretty good. But I have to say, playing on this difficult on these sliders is very tense. Like I just, the pressure is very different to when I played just on default. I mean, 150 and speed and everything else is on default. This feels a lot harder. What do you think is next with the Doom franchise? Like, what do you think they could do next with Doom? So I'll just answer that and then I have to move on, but I'll just tell you my 1 minute thoughts on that. I think they're headed in a direction that's, I think, you know, for example, what Eternal did is that it took 2016 and it built upon that, right? So like the glory kill system, the resource management system, you know, they took that in Eternal and they've just ran with it, and then, you know, Eternal was what it is. It's an amazing game, right? I think what they're going to do is similar here. So they're going to start off with Doom: The Dark Ages, and then they're going to move on to the next game that's going to come out in 4 or 5 years, where they're going to take the core gameplay of Doom: The Dark Ages, you know, with the shield, with the melee and all these things, and they're going to build upon that. Maybe add some extra mechanics to make it complicate. I mean, to complexify it, right? like they did with Eternal. So that's my take on that. But I do think also with the DLC that's coming out in a few months, I feel like they might be doing that there as well. Like taking that to the next level, like adding a few more mechanics, you know, like movement like mechanics and new melee mechanics. I don't know how I have no clue what that would look like, but that's what I think about it. So yeah. Cool. I hope that was satisfying as response. Anyways, yeah. So GG's. So Messenger, Brian. Who else was there? Night Trap, and anybody else listening. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. As usual, it's always great. It's great company having you on this. And yeah, I'll catch you guys. Maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow. I don't know yet. I'll see how I feel tomorrow after work because I'm back to work tomorrow after 2 weeks off. So I'll see how I feel. So yeah, cool. Thanks guys. Have a good one. GG's. Good answer. Good. Happy to hear that. Take care, Brian, Messenger, and Night Trap. Take care, guys. Bye.